Hey, disciplers. We're doing a little series here in this podcast this summer on some of what we call either keystone or core habits within a discipler's life. And we work largely in our ministry from three core values, kingdom relationships being one, personal walk with God at really the center, the height, the point of the spear of what this is all about, and then responsibility for his kingdom. And within those, there's a lot of things that we could talk about. But looking just at this season, the world that is right now, and kind of looking into the future, saying there's two or three kind of core, which means just like these things are always foundational, major on the majors, these are majors, or sometimes what we call keystone habits, habits that in a discipler's life may not be like always the most important thing, but is something that has kind of a disproportionate influence. Kind of like in the military, people make their beds first thing when they get up because years of anecdotal experience has told generals if a soldier wakes up and the first thing they do is something in discipline and in structure and in following orders, the rest of the day is easier to have that mindset once you start the day that way. And so the one that we were wanting to kind of start with is in kingdom relationships, looking the next couple of weeks at that, is the idea of life together. That more than just, hey, if we just have like a small group meeting, small group is more than just a meeting, but it has one. But if it's just a small group meeting, just a one-on-one that's kind of Tuesday at 2, and we're going through the book of John and working through that, that's all good stuff, important stuff, valuable, but it is not the same idea of life together. By itself, it becomes kind of clinical. It becomes sort of systematic. It ceases to have the organic aspect of relationship within it and loses something of the life and the tethering and the relationship with them that we're called to as followers of Christ, that we, people would know that we are Christ's disciples by the love that we have for one another, that is in that. Because in many ways, we could be really good at going from ministering, being friends, being friendly, being relational to our world, to then pursuing kind of find, fight, feed. We find them in our world, we start to fight for them, meaning pursue them. But really what we just kind of do is go grab coffee and lunch, and we kind of get into a kind of shared space, and all of a sudden we're feeding them in a one-on-one, but we haven't really created desire for what we're offering so often. And one-on-ones are great at feeding desire. They really are bad at creating desire. So community is far more important, and the modeling of life with people, even for the people that you aren't doing life with, but inviting them into those life-giving relationships becomes something so attractive. People grow in their hunger for Christ through it.